Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is the chart for the new moon, 23rd of July. It's set for London. However, I'm using whole signs as the houses. So as you can see, here's the moon, the sun, Mars, North Node and Mercury, all in Leo. This is the beautiful yellow sector on the left here as you see it. Leo is the sign of leadership. It's where the sun is strong. It's in its own sign. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's our summer. So it's a time to shine, a time to play. And just like the lion and the pussycat, of course, needing strokes, needing to be appreciated and needing to appreciate others. Mercury is here in Leo at this new moon. And Mercury in Leo wants to express from the heart. Lion heart, if you think of that expression, the lion heart. So courage, cœur in French, means the heart. So all of these themes are very strong at this new moon. And that's especially so because Mars, here's Mars, the red planet, right next to the new moon. And it's going to carry on with the sun throughout the phase of the moon in the sun in Leo. The sun has just passed, in the last few days, a right angle, a square, attention to Uranus. Here's Uranus up in Aries. So the last stages of the sun in Cancer, you might have felt that. You might have had a shock or feel that anxiety that Uranus can create. The sun is the heart. Maybe your heart has been fluttering. Now Mars is there as well. When Mars is involved with the sun, it's important to express physically this energy. Mars is a planet of war and action. It's dynamic. So this is time very much to dance, to do, martial arts, whatever turns you on personally, but something that you feel connected to your heart with. It brings you joy. The sun is also, and Mars alongside it, also just made a trine to Chiron. Here it is in Pisces. It's just gone retrograde. Neptune's there as well, also retrograde. So this has brought up to the surface maybe some deep feelings for you. The wounded healer archetype, Chiron, is very sensitive in Pisces and a huge generation. I've spoken about it many times. But those of you, if you're born in the 60s, you will most probably have Chiron in Pisces. Mercury. Let's look at Mercury again. Mercury is about to trine, make a good connection to Uranus. It's very, very close at the new moon. And it's also past a trine to Saturn. Now, Saturn is all about statesmanship. If Leo is the king or the queen, Saturn is more like the CEO, the one in charge. And it's serious. Saturn is serious. That's what it's known for. And it is in a very good relationship with Uranus, the old and the new coming together. But Mercury wants to express this energy. Mercury will move into its exalted sign of Virgo on the 26th. That's Wednesday, this coming week. And that is where it's going to station to go retrograde around on the 12th of August. So this is a good time for Mercury types as soon as Mercury enters Virgo. Because Virgo is about detail, it's about nutrition, but it's very physical. It's an earth sign. So making things real, expressing what you really love, what you care about. Someone said the other day, what you care about is when you watch the news, what do you cry? What makes you cry? Because that will touch your heart. And the heart is the energy of Leo. Now coming up, you must have read, coming up we will have a full moon partial eclipse this month, and then the total solar eclipse on the 21st of August. I will be doing a webinar on the on the solar eclipse. So if you're not on my newsletter, sign up and you'll receive the information for that. It'll be very soon. The other very powerful configuration at the new moon is Venus. Venus is up in the sign of Gemini, a mercurial sign, and it's opposite Saturn. Now, that is going to be exact, that opposition, on the 24th, on Monday. Venus and Saturn in Vedic astrology are friends, and I recognise, Venus in Gemini is not the best place for Venus to be. It's quite flirty, and it's light-hearted, and Saturn is anything but light-hearted. However, I also see Saturn as a planet of commitment and a planet of being of service to others. So if you are called to be of service in whatever way, a small event, raising money for a charity that you love, but something that your heart is going to be saying a big yes. That's the positive of Venus and Saturn. Commitment, which of course is marriage, or a partnership, or a dedication to something that is your profession in your life. So that's mainly the theme. As I said, the eclipses this month are very important, especially if you are part of the generation who have Pluto in Leo from 1937 to 1962, or if you have Uranus in Leo, especially around the times of 1955, 56, or 61, 62. Eclipses are life-changing, not necessarily a bad thing. Therefore, do not be alarmed if you read about eclipses being bad. I don't believe in that. I believe that everything in astrology is here as a guidance. It's a map. It's not the territory. It's how we can use it for our benefit. And with that in mind, I am making a special offer this month, summer month of July, August, and that's a 1-hour reading, a catch-up for those of you who have been my clients, and of those of you who may be called to look at the nodes of the moon in your birth chart. The nodes of the moon, they are now in Leo, 25 Leo, 25 Aquarius, are very important in a person's chart. And many of my clients have this as a real signature. So the reading would focus on the nodes of the moon. So again, check out my website, healingstars.com, for this very special offer. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers, healingstars.com. Enjoy the new moon in playful Leo.